What's up YouTube? For tonight's video we have a full worst Pokemon Sprites team. Now these are the sprites based off Generation 1 and man, some of them just outright terrible and really funny. So I kind of did a top 10 on this like yonks ago. If you guys didn't see it, I kind of based this some of these Pokemon off that video. So I'll leave that in the description if you want to check it out. Right, so I put the sprites on the screen. Obviously there was so many worse like ones to pick from. Some of them are just like so bad but funny at the same time. Now people, the question for today is, what is your favorite Pokemon sprite? Leave it below in the comment section. I'd love to hear what the most popular one is. There's so many. It can be from any generation. Doesn't have to be from Generation 1. Maybe one you find funny or one you find really cool. Something like that. Leave it below in the comment section. So, we have a battle in my chat. If you want to battle me, that's in the description too. This was the battle against Skylar. So we have a Love Disc lead, bringing out the big guns to start the battle off with, and I've got my Lickitung. So I thought about making this a Choice Specs Lickitung, but I decided to go for a Everlight bulky special sweeping one. So it's quite funny there. The Love Disc setting up the rain, making my Thunder 100% accurate. So that was pretty good. So I had Thunder, Fire Blast, Blizzard, and Ring Out. The ability Oblivious. So we have the Love Disc going for the Hydro Pump. It's a 3-hit KO in the rain. If I didn't have the Everlight, that'd be hitting me a hell of a lot harder. Going for the Disrespect Ring Out on the Love Disc, taking it out in one shot. Man, I love using Ring Out on like 1 health Pokemon. It's so mean. Alright, so the Love Disc is out. The good thing about that is we took out the big threat straight away. So now we got the Poliwrath coming in, which is interesting. I had speed. I'm like, dude, what? But then I was thinking, okay, so it must have used some kind of like negative priority move, or it's got like an Iron Ball or some crazy stuff like that. I get a Parahax with the Thunder, which is really nice, and now the Lickitung is going to get hit in the tongue by a Circle Throw, and that would kind of hurt, and the Lickitung is going to go out. So now we got the Hitmonchan coming in. Well, it's dragged out. I couldn't do much about that. So this was all the way from Gen 3. So we got a Mind Reader Dynamic Punch Hitmonchan, a very fun set, and we've also got Thief on here in case I get walled or anything like that. So now we got the Poliwrath going for the Scald, and it burns me like bugger. That really sucks because that's going to make me hit really light compared to what I would before. So it still did, I guess, decent damage because this is definitely a bulky Poliwrath, and it's going to have the leftovers recovery too. So I had Thief on this, as I said, to hit Ghost types. I also had the ability Iron Fist, which would power that up. So now we have the Poliwrath going to sleep, and all my hard work damage to that is going to be in vain. So Hitmonchan really can't do much, so I just, well, let's go for Dynamic Punch again and just keep attacking this thing, and maybe I can swap something in to try and revenge kill this. So it's going to get the Sleep Talk and Circle Throw me out of the battle. In comes Coughing. Now there really isn't a lot Coughing can actually do to this thing, especially it being asleep. It can't status or anything, so I've got to swap it out and go back into Hitmonchan. I'm kind of done with this Pokemon. It's already burned, so it doesn't really matter that it goes down. So Hitmonchan is down, unfortunately. Now I'm going to swap in Mr. Mime. Now Mr. Mime gets some cool physical moves, so we're going to be running a physical set. Now this is obviously powered around Technician. There wasn't a lot of moves, physical moves that could actually run Technician that well, so I just picked some of the ones that I thought would run the best. So we've got Fake Out, Normal Gem, Mr. Mime. We've got Thief on this set too, so I can thief the item. I've also got Zen Headbutt, so I can get some scummy flinches and stab, and I've also got Power Up Punch to boost my attack. So go for the Zen Headbutt, it misses! Now I'm going to get hit by the Scald. Unfortunately for the Poliwrath, I'm not going to get burned by that. I was thinking, bugger, I'm going to take some big risks here and go for the Power Up Punch. Poliwrath's going to go for a Scald. I lived on 7 health and I didn't get burned. Woo! So Power Up Punch is going to take out that Poliwrath, and that is down. Sweet. Man, that took ages to get around that thing. So I've got a little bit of leftover recovery, so I was thinking, well, the only thing that's going to get around me, right, well, number one, if Mr. Mime can't KO with Zen Headbutt or it doesn't flinch, a priority move from a Pokemon or a faster Pokemon. And of course, Pikachu is going to come in and use Fake Out. So there's not much I really could have done there. I mean, I could have swapped it out, but it was already set up. The strategy was already kind of like blown there, so there wasn't much point. So now, going back into Lickitung, seeing what this Pikachu is made of. It's going to go for the Volt Tackle. I went for the Ring Out there, hoping I can get some big damage. However, the Pikachu is very strong with Light Ball, and that's going to take out not my Pikachu, my Lickitung. Right, I don't know why I call Lickitung Pikachu. So now, swapping in my Coughing, this is a very defensive wall, so this is right, one of the only answers I had to Pikachu. Now it's going to go for Volt Tackle. It does pretty damn good damage to me, getting some recall damage off there. I'm going to go for the Toxic. It's a 3-hit KO against Coughing, unless I get critical hit. That was the only thing I was worried about. The good thing is about Volt Tackle, it does do a lot of recall damage too. So getting the poison on Pikachu just in case. there really wasn't much I could do. Just go for Toxic and then go for Infestation. Fake Out obviously definitely was a misclick there. So I went for the Infestation on Pikachu. I thought even after the Volt Tackle getting hit and the Infestation and the Toxic, that would be enough to take it out. Unfortunately, I get static by the Pikachu with using Infestation. So Pikachu obviously is on its last move here to go for the Volt Tackle. It cannot swap out. This coughing set, right? This was Toxic, Infestation, Clear Smog, so I couldn't get set up on. We have Everlight as the item. Max Health, Max Defense, also is Pain Split for recovery. So now Pikachu is going to Volt Tackle me, almost taking out my coughing, and there's not much I can really do here. I couldn't go for the Pain Split because Pikachu was going to go down. So this was a part in the battle, right? You will never see this again. You probably won't ever see this moment in the battle again. Just wait for it. Anyway, so we've got the Primate coming in for an overheat. It's a special Primate, right? So coughing is down. That's all good. Wait for it, people. This moment is crazy. So my coughing is going to go down. I was thinking, since Mew, I've got my Mew right, and I thought, well, I want to run a fun set on this, right? And you guys know that I like Transform, so we're going to go for a Transform on the opposing Primate. So Primate's going to go for the Focus Energy, which is going to boost its critical hit ratio, right? So now Mew is going to transform into the Primate, right? So just keep watching. This is crazy. Now, we're both Primates, people. There's a little bit of monkey business happening here. So, Focus Miss is going to miss, and their Focus Miss is going to miss. So, both the Focus Misses. But that wasn't the good part. Keep watching. So, now the Primate, right, is going to go for the Focus Miss again. This time it lands on my Primate, right. So, guess what, people? Obviously, the opposing one has Anger Point, which is going to boost my attack +6. And now, right, you can probably guess what's going to happen. I went for the Focus Bar. Since I copied that critical hit stat change, we both got credit and we both got Anger Point activated. When does that ever happen? Like, seriously, that never ever happens. Unfortunately, we had both the special sets, so we couldn't make use of the +6 in either stat. And I'm going to get outspeed by the Focus Miss, taking my Mew out. Wow, like, you would never ever see that one again. So I've got one more Pokemon left. It's Golbat. So this was a sweeping Golbat, actually, a nasty plot sweeper. We've got on this set, we've got max speed, max special attack. Works pretty nicely. It's got a nice speed stat too. Its special attack is a little bit left to be desired. So unfortunately, Primate's going to be able to hit me with the Thunder and crits me. I've got Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain, and Air Slash with the Infiltrator as the ability and Everlight as the item. Right, so old Primate's going to go down, which is good. There's still 2 Pokemon left. I've got to clutch people. So now we've got Weepinbell coming out. I can't really do too much apart from spamming Air Slash against this thing. So I thought, well, I don't think it'll do a lot of damage to me, so I risk going for the nasty plot against this thing. And now it's going to be able to go for the knockoff, getting rid of my Everlight. I'm able to actually tank that one on 20 health, which is good. So I've got to land this Air Slash, people, or it's game. Weepinbell is going to get hit by the Air Slash, which is good. I've got a +2 in special attack, and that is going to go down. It's going to weep a little bit. So that the last Pokemon is left, and I've got a +2 in special attack. And guys, it's a Bonsly. I know that it's going to have Sturdy, so I'm like, if I go for a Scummy Flinch or for a Giga Drain, decide to go for Giga Drain to get all my health back. It's going to be down to the Sturdy, obviously. Even though I don't have Everlight anymore, Golbat is reasonably bulky in defense, so I was hoping I could live whatever things this threw at me. Now, Bonsai is going to go for Rock Slide. It connects, unfortunately, and that's going to take out my Golbat. Oh, what a game. I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. It was crazy. Some really, really good sets on both sides there. I don't even care that I lost that. It was such a fun battle. So, next up, we have a battle on my chat. This one was against Germs. We're going to Venusaur lead. This is a really good battle, too. A very interesting battle. I need a drink of water, man. Oh, this is making me thirsty. Look at that tongue. All right. Okay, that was beautiful. I'm drinking this like I'm not spilling this water either, people. I know it's a first, right? So now we got the Venusaur using Sludge Bomb against my Licky Tongue Fire Blast. Look how much it does, and it's a 2-hit KO against the Venusaur. I've got to go for that special Licky Tongue sweep, people. Anyway, so we've got the Sludge Bomb hitting me right. Sludge Bomb's about a 4-hit KO. It doesn't poison me either, which is really good. So taking the Venusaur out with Fire Blast on Licky Tongue, man, that was amazing. But you guys won't guess. Guess what? We've got a full Venusaur team. There's 6 freaking Venusaurs are going to go through. All right, so I'm going to go for that crazy special Licky Tongue Fire Blast sweep. I know you guys want to see it. Anyway, so I just live on 16 health. Unfortunately, that poison is going to be able to take me out the next turn. Fire Blast connects for 3 times in a row, baby. I'm happy with that. And it does about the same damage as the other one. So old Licky Tongue is going to go down. But man, it did awesome. Took out one Venusaur and then massively damaged the next one. Right, so now I've got Hitmonchan. I knew Hitmonchan really wouldn't be that useful in this battle because it's only got Thief and Dynamic Punch. So I thought I might be able to get this thing, take this Venusaur out and actually be able to do something right. Anyway, so we have the Venusaur going for the Sludge Bomb and Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan's got reasonable special defense. It still gets hit pretty hard because I'm running more of a sweeper one. Oh man, the Venusaur's going to have Protect, so my Dynamic Punch is not going to be able to hit, unfortunately. Bugger, I just got countered there hard, people. Mind Reader Dynamic Punch got countered. How did that happen? Anyway, so go for the Dynamic Punch. It misses, unfortunately, with that bad, shaky 50% actually. And now I'm going to go down to the Sludge Bomb. People, I was just waiting, right? I was like, when's the Fury Cutter Venusaur going to come? I'm saving my Mew so I can copy it. All right, so now swapping in my Mr. Mime here. I've got that Zen Headbutt action, so I thought I might be able to get that Mr. Mime sweep coming through. Now, so go for the Fake Out Normal Gem. That's going to be doing a massive damage to the Venusaur. Doesn't actually quite take it out. Now, I know Power Up Punch is not going to take it out, so I've got no choice but to go for the Zen Headbutt here. And I thought, I nearly rhymed that one, people. I thought I might even, I won't probably be able to have enough room to go for the Power Up Punch and get a +1 attack. So I thought I might be able to get to spam Zen Headbutt and get some flinches right. So now we got another Venusaur coming out. I'm going to go for Power Up Punch. I thought, bugger, they might be running like a crazy set. I did a really risky play here on my Mr. Mime. Anyway, so this is going to have a Sunny Day. So obviously it's going to have Chlorophyll, and that's going to help out that Venusaur a lot. So I'm guessing it's going to have stuff like, Solar Beam or something like that. Anyway, so Mr. Mime has got a +1 attack. I'm going to go for the Zen Headbutt. However, it's going to be able to outspeed me and go for the Sludge Bomb. So 3 special Venusaurs in a row. I was like, bam. I was like, damn, maybe it was like I was kind of hoping for a physical one. So Mr. Mime is down. It's a pretty even battle at the moment. So now, swapping in my Coughing. So Coughing really couldn't do much at all, right? I couldn't use Toxic. I really couldn't do a lot at all. So they're going to go for Hidden Power. I think they thought they had another Hidden Power on that. So obviously that was Hidden Power Ground if you're confused. So I went for the Infestation. So really Hitmonchan and Coughing couldn't do much at all. All I could do is go for the Clear Smog and Infestation. Really, Toxic wasn't going to work. I had a Pain Split to help me out, kind of. Anyway, so Venusaur's going to go for the Energy Ball. It's not very effective. It's still doing a lot of damage to me, though, because I'm not very special defensive. So going for Infestation again. Infestation racking up some good damage, at least. I was hoping this Venusaur didn't have any kind of healing move in the sun that'll do lots back to it. Anyway, so it's going to go for yet another Energy Ball. Unfortunately for me, that's actually going to drop my special defense. So the next hit is going to probably nearly take me out. Going for the Pain Split. Coughing doesn't have a lot of health, so I thought that was a good play there, and probably doing more damage than the Clear Smog as well. So the Venusaur is, I've nearly got Venusaur down to a quarter health just by using Infestation and basically not even attacking at all. It's going to go for another Energy Ball. Actually lived that one quite surprisingly. I think they must have rolled a min damage there. Going for Clear Smog, and the Infestation is going to do a little bit more damage. So I almost took out one Venusaur just by using Infestation, and no moves like Will-O-Wisp or Toku. Anyway, so Venusaur's going to take me out with the Energy Ball. My Coughing is down. There's not much I can do in that matchup. So I've only got 2 Pokemon remaining. I've got Golbat, which is a nice swap in. I wanted to leave him to last though because that took a little bit of setup, and I wanted to set up on the right Venusaur. Anyway, so we have the Sludge Bomb obviously getting outsped here. I've got max health on this Mewtwo, obviously for transforming purposes. So now I've got, guys, Hacker Exposed 7 Venusaur. So I've got the Venusaur on the field. I'm going to go, obviously it's a sweeping set. It's got Sunny Day, it's got Sludge Bomb, and it's got Energy Ball. So I got the Sunny Day getting set up by the opposing Venusaur, which is going to help me out too, majorly. So I'm going to go for the Sludge Bomb taking out the opposing Venusaur. So there's still 3 more Venusaur I've got to contend with. I've got my own Venusaur, which is good. Right, so now we got a Grass Bender coming out. Now, I'm not sure. I haven't seen a physical Venusaur yet, so it's running. One of them is going to come eventually, right? And I thought, yes, of course it is. So it's going to go for a knockoff here. Now, I actually have Normalium Z on this, so I thought that's quite good. I can go for the Normalium Z Hidden Power, people. It's going to be amazing. All right, so anyway, the Earthquake is going to come from the Venusaur. So Earthquake's a great coverage move on Venusaur. Commonly, Steel types like to swap into Venusaur, due to its poison type. Moves. Anyway, so yeah, that's going to go for the Normalium Z Hidden Power. I believe this was Hidden Power Ground. Obviously, with Z moves, it takes it off Hidden Power, towards a normal type. And now, I kind of wish, right, so if you had Hidden Power Ice, right, the Z Crystal would register that it was Hidden Power Ice, and you could go for the Ice move. That'd be really cool. Maybe they should change that in the future games. Anyway, so go for the Normalium Z. That looked absolutely hilarious. And Grass Bender somehow just lives. And it's going to take me out with the Earthquake. So there's not much I could have done there. So I've only got 1 more Pokemon left. I've got to clutch back into this game, people. I've got Golbat, right? So I know that it's got Knockoff. I know that it's got Earthquake. And we all know that crit mattered. So I'm thinking I can definitely got, I've got enough room to actually set a nasty plot up and then go for Air Slash. Or should I just take these out and go for the flinches? I was thinking, Anyway, so it's going to outspeed me in the sun, obviously, going for the knockoff, getting rid of my Everlight, and I'm going for the Sludge Bomb, just taking it out. I didn't really want to set up on this thing in case it had something else to take me out. Right, so Venusaur's down. I've still got 2 Venusaur to go. We've seen 3 special ones, and we've seen 2 physical ones. So I'm guessing there might be like a more of a tanky one or like another physical one. Anyway, so it's going to go for the Leech Seed. That kind of answered my question. Right, so Golbat's going to get seeded. Air Slash misses! Oh, man, I could have got a free nasty plot up. That really pees me off. Anyway, so the Elite Seed's going to go back to the Venusaur. Not really doing too much. And now it's going to be Bind. So it's an Elite Seed Bind set. So I'm guessing it's got my favorite healing move. And it probably like Protect or something like that. So going for the nasty plot, boosting my special attack by 2 stages. So that's really the most I can do. I've got Elite Seed up on the field, so I can't... I can't use Nasty Plot forever as well because that's doing some good damage to me. And I've still got 2 Venusaur to go through. Venusaur's quite a bulky Pokemon. And I've got Bind too, so that's doing some good damage. Now Venusaur's going to go for a Protect. I'm like, okay, so it's got Protect right, it's got Bind, and it's got Leech Seed. So I've only got 1 more turn to take this Venusaur out this turn. Otherwise, it's game. Like, Bind and Leech Seed is going to be way too much for me to, be able to handle. Unfortunately, I took prior damage from that knockoff earlier on. And those kind of things. Alright, so Golbat is on 11 health. I've got to take Venusaur out with 1 Air Slash or it's ball game. Go for Air Slash. It doesn't miss, thank goodness. And that's going to take it out in one shot, baby. Clutching back into this game. Alright, so we've got 1 more Venusaur left. We haven't seen what one this is going to be. Oh, I'm desperately hoping for Fury Cutter. Anyway, so we got the shiny Venusaur coming out. And it must be hacked. Anyway, so I'm going to go for the Air Slash here. It doesn't miss. I'm like, yes, this is good. Ball game, baby. I've got this one. And it's like super massively bulky. They're going to pop the Z Crystal in the last one. I'm like, please be Savage, spin out Fury Cutter, but it wasn't. It was Gracium Z, Frenzy Plant. Man, can you imagine getting hit by this in real life? It'd be like getting smacked by like your entire lawn or something. Anyway, so that's going to be way too much for my Golbat to live, and that is game. Hope you guys enjoyed both these battles. I thought they were really, really good and interesting ones. Like, we've had a lot of these people starting to bring these like 6 Pokemon sets. They're really, really interesting to verse. So I kind of used to using them myself, but not versing them. Anyway, people, enjoy those bloopers. I'll catch you a little bit later on.